Oh, you're not gonna say it again.
No. I don't want to actually ruin my career.
Why not?
Not today. Maybe tomorrow.
Could be fun.
Nancy Drew?
Nancy? Again?
Again.
Real?
Nancy.
They're letting us do this one again?
Yeah. Like you're playing Secrets of Shadow Ranch.
We're actually restarting Secret of Shadow Ranch.
Welcome to Danganronpa.
I know you've all been asking for it. It's time.
Didn't you play that on stream already?
No, me and Rachel talked about playing Danganronpa like a lot, and it was always like you guys gotta get us to a milestone and we'll play Danganronpa. I started playing 999,
I see.
which is adjacent to be fair, but I think better.
I have an issue. I know we just started streaming, but I want to know what you stall for like 10 seconds.
Yes, you're a criminal.
So
you're going to jail forever. You're a hungry guy.
I can't stream without honey.
It is like beautiful viewers at home. It is like later than average for when I do this stuff. I have been up since 7 a.m. I had had a very stressful day and been like working the entire time. So if this is the silliest one yet, then oops, I want to play video games.
Unlike you, I've been awake for maybe 6 hours today.
Someone here took a nap and it wasn't me.
Yeah, I took a 6-hour nap in the middle of the day. I woke up at 9 a.m. and then I was awake until 12, and then I came home and took a nap. And then I went back to school for about 20 minutes, and then I came home and take a nap. And then I woke up at like 6, and now I'm here. So
You're on your 5th cup of tea.
Yeah. All the energy in the world. My girlfriend. Sorry, this is totally not Nancy.
Is your girlfriend gonna be here? Oh.
My girlfriend, who I can talk about behind her back since she will never see this. But it would be really funny if you do. Hey, Jessie.
Hi, Jessie. Watch my VODs. Watch my VODs.
Yeah. We've been playing Danganronpa together. I forgot what the main character sounded like. So she just started being like, hey, I'm the main character of Danganronpa. But that's just what he sounds like.
He does just sound like that.
He doesn't sound like that. Yes, he fucking does.
He does. Wait for a cutscene.
Yeah, and then a cutscene happened. She was like, "Ow."
Because was like, God damn, so crazy what's happening in the school.
Like, she started doing that voice at the beginning when there's no voice lines, and then it cut to a cutscene. Like, this was like right when we first started the game. Like, this is what I think this guy should sound like. And then he just sounded like that. He just sounds like
he's just a dweeb.
Yeah.
He's so bullyable.
Oh, he is. That's so true. Anyway.
Nancy.
Different type of visual novel.
Different one. That's a solo stream one.
In this case, The Curse of Blackmoor Manor. To start, choose junior or senior detective. Dear Ned, greetings from jolly old England. Although right now I'm not so sure about the jolly part. That's because I'm on my way to Blackmoor Manor.
He's a hint line sometimes when Nancy isn't calling her friends.
Whose name is Linda, recently married Hugh Pendleton, a British diplomat. Hugh travels a lot, so the only people at the manor with Linda are Hugh's aunt,
What did they do to him?
And Hugh's 12-year-old daughter, Jane. The thing is, ever since Linda moved into the manor, her health has gone downhill.
This is the first time they had to model a child.
She's practically bedridden, and no one seems to know why. Her mother is convinced something is terribly wrong and wants me to
hard,
find out.
honestly.
So here I am, about to be dropped off at a huge centuries-old mansion in the middle of a dark, foggy moor. I can't tell whether the butterflies in my stomach are because I'm excited or just a tad creeped out. Talk to you soon. I hope. Nancy.
I might
not miss.
I could die here. Talk to you later.
Why do we have this for?
Honestly, we could.
Yeah.
Who's gonna? It's in our yard.
Have a gate inside of our gate.
Yeah. I do want to put a bead curtain because I have that weird alcove where my door is set in.
I would just come into your room and stand. Like,
Yeah, I
curtain.
know, you're criminal. Whoa.
Who's there? Hello?
An owl. Oh,
Oh.
game start.
Whoa. Whoa.
There's something out there!
Where, child?
Over there!
What child?
I mean, something was out there.
Come in.
Idiot.
Baka.
I'm Mrs. Drake. I take it you are Nancy Drew?
Yes, and I really did see something, Mrs. Drake. I heard something too.
Oh, people are always seeing and hearing things on the moor
Oh.
at night.
Oh,
Especially you Americans.
Whoa.
Why don't you just go on up to your room? It's the one with the moon. on the
Imagine if
door.
that was a
I'd like to see
hamburger.
Linda, if I could.
I'm afraid Linda is, not quite ready to meet with you just now. But please, come see me after you've unpacked. I'll be in the conservatory.
All right, thank you.
In the Sherlock episode, it's about the dogs.
Oh, that was one of the ones I didn't rewatch often. I had like a set rota of Sherlock episodes I rewatched on a regular basis when I was into it. And it was not Hounds of Baskerville ever.
Okay.
Oh, hey Rose, been a hot minute.
Hi, we're
Welcome
talking
to the
about-
Nancy Drew witching hour.
I think that the plot of that episode was that he
There's ghosts in our house.
was that like the salt was poisoned or something, but maybe not actually. That's the episode that he's in the lab. I have to go to my lab.
Yeah, and then they show the worst
Yeah.
mind palace
That's what
you've ever
mine looks
seen.
like as well. Thank you, Sherlock.
What phone contacts do we have off the bat?
This is the Drew residence. Please leave a message at
He
the beep.
changes the thing. Like they changed their
It's
phone
Nancy.
thing
Just
every
calling to
time.
say hi.
Just
you
to
don't
make
need to
sure.
call me back. Bye.
Oh my god, my dad got a new
Yeah.
this is the story. Don't worry, not just telling.
Hello?
Hi, Ned.
Hey, Nancy.
Just wanted to let you know I got here safely.
So how's Blackmoor Manor?
A little on the spooky side.
And what has
Aw.
Detective Drew discovered so far?
Just calling to say hi.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah, he has his voicemail is me 15 years ago.
Oh.
And he was so worried that it was gonna get like gonna change.
Oh.
And it was just like we were sitting there at he was like, "Are you sure that they're not gonna change it?" And this lady was like, "I have been dealing with you for 45 minutes. They probably won't."
My dad also has a saved voicemail message
Yeah.
of me as a child being like, "Hi, I call your phone, you didn't pick up."
This is the voicemail box.
Oh my
message.
God.
So if you call him, it'll be like, "Hi, this is insert dad's name secretary." After the tone, please leave your name, your phone number, and why you're calling. And the message is like 20 seconds. And people have been begging him for years to like delete it. But it's me when I was
A
10.
tripod.
So,
a
and then
camera,
people
maybe?
will hear me in real life that he works with me. He's like, "That's your secretary." It's like, yeah, sound a little bit different now. Sorry, I didn't mean to like.
No, you're cool. I'm trying to read that chat message. Oh, I've heard good things about a normal lost phone. I think I might have that on itch.io actually.
Oh, it's a game. I thought.
You thought
meant,
she just
like-
found like a lost phone. How do I
thought-
get out of here?
Yeah, I can't. I thought that was just emotional for somebody having a lost phone. Which, to be fair, me
Oh,
too.
no. I don't know why I would ever want to do that.
Oh.
Would you sleep in here? Do you want your room to look like this?
Colonialism.
Colonialism? I
It's
mean,
so
we are
fucking
in
weird.
England.
Yeah.
Wonder what goes there.
Unless
Something
you said
fits in
nowhere
here,
would
but
ghosts there.
what?
I wonder what ghosts. I would sit here.
If I lived in this room,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd probably sit in the fireplace all the time. Really.
In the fireplace?
Yeah.
Like,
Like I would clean it up.
okay.
First. Like, I
Alright,
wouldn't
no,
just
yeah,
sit in
okay, that's
ashes.
fair.
Oh. Oh.
You see,
Cube.
the cube. Many sides of the cube.
Perfect.
It sure is. I mean, it is a 3D model.
Yes. Did you watch Lair of the Wayward?
Yes.
Okay.
That movie's
That
awesome.
movie was very awesome. Really weird.
Hang on, I can do something really funny for you and me only.
It's faster.
Yeah, because mine's real. Is that picking up on the mic? I think it is.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, stop that. I
This
have
one also
that.
goes forever.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have gravity.
Sucks that Nancy Cruz universe doesn't have gravity.
Yeah, I know. It seems like there would be a problem at some
You
point.
know, like, oh,
Whoa.
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 I know all these houses were like handmade to like.
Yes, I'm afraid you do.
If I do well, can we play a game?
Yes, but only in French.
Oh.
Oh.
Come back later, please.
British.
Kill.
Something else for this.
No, you could just go at it.
Yeah.
Oh, forget it.
Long
Stay in
fingers
Italy
like
as long
that.
as you want
They're
them.
like-
Some kind of husband you're proving to be. It's not all in my head. Don't bother.
Phone is hung up. Me when phone is hung up. Oh.
I don't like this place.
Why not?
I think I want to go back to the ranch.
Alright, guys, starting Shadow Ranch from the top. It's day one and we gotta collect firewood.
And tend to the garden.
The vegetables were not that bad. I think everyone over-exaggerated how hard the vegetables were.
Linda?
Worst
Hi, it's me, Nancy Drew.
Nancy
That
Drew,
game.
our friendly neighborhood detective.
Everyone talks about the vegetables,
Well,
no one talks about the
welcome to
mandatory
Blackmoor
gambling.
Manor.
Yeah.
I apologize for greeting you under such unusual circumstances.
Hello?
So, how are you feeling?
How am I feeling? Well, I feel like...
Oh.
I feel like something really strange is happening.
Girl?
Could you be more specific?
Could I be more specific? Ah, the ace detective is grilling me for details. I'm tired all the time, my mouth is dry, my vision is blurry.
You're
that's
dehydrated.
not-
Dehydrated.
Here's what's important.
Linda,
Nancy.
drink water.
There are some doors that should never be opened. There are some doors that hold secrets which must never be known. That's everything you need to know. Now if...
Mommy, can I come in?
No, you're supposed to be in your lessons.
Lessons are over. I want to meet Nancy.
I said no, Jane.
Okay.
Oh.
That was my stepdaughter. She can be such a
Ew.
pest
Girl.
sometimes. Anyway, I understand you feel an obligation to my mother, but trust me, there's nothing you can do. You're welcome to stay, but I strongly recommend that you go home as soon as possible.
Oh.
Please, Linda, just tell me what's wrong. Linda?
She rolled over and it's not
Okay, I'll let you rest.
Yeah, she's over it. She's
I'm
done.
here for you if you need me.
Okay. Maybe you feel bad because you live here.
My room is that yellow. The only way it could be happening if I was colorblind, everything would be like that.
Please.
This must be Mrs. Drake's room.
What's your issue with
Guess
her?
she's not in her room.
What's everyone's...
It's just a parrot.
Scared ya?
No, you didn't.
Did you? Did you?
Yeah, compared to like the way the character models are rendered, this is just a straight up real bird.
What's your name?
Lolo, 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 Lolo.
Okay, I get the point. Lulu.
Birds are so fucked up.
Do you by any chance know Latin?
What the fuck, dude? That bird is
That's a real human man.
I'll take that as a yes.
I love
Would
the
you
Latin.
mind translating something for me?
Fire away.
Wait,
You can
what?
just talk. You can
He's
just talk.
just
to you.
talking.
Roma?
The longest day of the year is solstitium, the summer solstice. The shortest day is bruma, the winter solstice.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna write this down.
Equinox.
The bird's telling me about the
Is the
solstice.
fall equinox. Day equals night. Lulu's always right.
It's just a real man.
What's the boiler here about?
Ruma's winter. Oh, this is a big Latin word.
AEQUINOCTIUM. Space. Vernum.
Burnham, spring
You want me
equinox.
to read the next one?
Yes, hang on.
Okay. I'm gonna go fast.
You can't go fast, go fast.
AEQUINOCTIUM. Space.
Yes.
Autumnalis.
Autumn.
A-L-I-S.
Yes.
L-O-U-L-O-U.
Lol. Lulu. Lulu's always right, okay? So
Yeah.
you jot that down.
Bye, bird.
Don't leave me. I love
What the fuck?
You wanna get the bird to
I need the
translate
key.
that one
you.
for
Who's the pretty bird in the mirror?
Hey,
Who's the pretty bird in the mirror? Hello?
no. She's out of hints for
She
now.
did one.
Bye,
She,
bird.
she had one.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Thank you.
I think it's actual, like, it can't be.
Like, I don't know. I don't think it's a real parrot just because, like, those are so, like,
You'd
pick
have to
and
sit there.
choose about what they pick up and what they don't.
Yeah.
It has to be, like, regular enough for them to get it.
We used to have two parakeets, and my parents would watch Game of Thrones all the time. So one of them, the male ones are always more vocal, I think. So he would sing the Game of Thrones theme because he knew that if he sang it, then my parents would come pay attention to him.
Oh.
And because they would like sit on my parents' like shoulders while they were watching TV.
I
So he
see.
would sing it to get attention in the middle of the day, and in the other room I would just be like, like shut up.
I
Awesome.
I used my after school care was partnered with like a pet rescue for exotic pets, and so they had a lot of parrots, and most of their vocal tics were not fun because they didn't come from good households.
Yeah.
But one of them would just regularly make microwave noises and would just be like. It would just do that like all day.
We have, like,
Hi.
microphones and
You must be Nancy. I'm so pleased you're here.
Hello,
I'm Jane.
child.
I know you've come
Real
to visit my
child.
stepmom, but I'd love it if you could pop by whenever you get the chance. Oh, we'll have such fun. Let's play a game.
Kids do this.
You do this? Did you just talk in paragraphs when you were a child?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Sure,
Sure,
Jane.
Jane. What would you like to play?
Let's play this card game I found in your
Ah,
room.
excuse
Why
me.
were you
Actually,
in
it's
my
Bridget's
room?
I mean, it used to be her room. I mean, she died like 300 years ago.
Girl?
You can see a painting of her
Is
in
it
the Great
ghosts?
Hall. She's the one with the telescope. Okay,
I think
so
if
you
I
have
lived
to
in
match
this
up a
house,
pair
I
of
would also see
constellations.
ghosts.
I made all the matches in 25 tries. Try to beat my record.
Alright, it's time for my Flight Rising Runes of the
Yeah.
Arcanist training. Hang on. Did I see that one?
I think so. I think that was the first one.
Oh.
Oh, no.
JK lied to me. There it is.
Bruce.
Bruce!
There has to be like a mathematical formula for this.
There,
right?
I think there is, like, just statistically, just to go at it. Scoot 'em. The way I usually do it is just to, like, slap shot,
Nope, couldn't beat your score. That was fun. But I'd like to ask you some questions.
Sure, what do you want to know? About Mummy? I mean, Linda. I do hope you'll help. She's been a bit out of sorts lately.
This kid is like the most British child.
I'm a polite little British flash.
Yes, I have so much to say. So many topics that I'm educated on.
I'm a precocious British child. Tell me about your love life.
When
That'd
did
be
she
like an
start
amazing
getting
character
sick?
in your
I was
story.
playing in
Like the
Mommy's room when
worst
she was
child.
there, and when I looked up, there was a lady all dressed in black putting something on Mummy's nightstand.
The woman left something?
The lady put a note on Mummy's nightstand, but I didn't read it. That's when Mummy started feeling poorly. I don't want to think about
You're being
that.
haunted
Let's
by
play
ghosts,
a game. It will cheer
period.
me up.
She's just seeing real
Yeah.
ghosts.
Sure. What would you like to play?
Look inside the chest over there and pick a game. My great aunt said it's a hope chest,
weird,
so I put my games in there in the hope someone would come over to play. We can play Bull,
Oh,
Constellation
here's the
Match,
baby doll. Or
Petroglyph
the
Punch,
eyeballs.
Skull and Bones,
Yes.
and I also have a jigsaw puzzle.
You sure have a lot of games.
I love games. I want to make computer games when I grow up.
Me too. Baby doll, baby doll, baby doll.
Feel like playing Skull and Bones?
Was that Liza Minnelli?
Bonnie Manella just said that in real life.
Yeah.
Like, you wanna...
She like reaches out of the screen.
You wanna play a game?
My friend Hugo bought this for me. It's like Go Fish, but you have to collect 3 of a kind of weird things like zombies and ghosts. You go first.
What?
Do you have any tombstones?
Dig.
Dig.
Your witches, please.
All yours.
Do you have any skulls?
Afraid not.
Oh, these are our things.
Yeah, the
Okay.
way they've set this up is strange.
Do you have any bats?
Sorry. Do you have any skulls?
Get out your shovel. Do you have any zombies?
Here you go.
Okay, yeah, so we're trying to get a set of 3, so they go in specific spots, I assume, to accommodate that.
Do you have any haunted houses?
Here you go.
Do you have any bones?
Here you go.
Oh,
Oh, she's making it easy on
Do you
us.
have any tombstones?
Dig.
dig.
Would you happen to have any ghosts?
Get out your shovel.
Go
Do you have
digging,
any bats?
kids!
This
Nada.
is uncomfortable.
Do you have any skulls?
Sorry.
You don't love this?
No.
Do you have any tombstones?
Dig.
Like-
Would you happen to have any ghosts?
No.
Sorry. Do you have any bats?
Ghosts, Henry.
Do you have any coffins?
All yours.
Would you happen to have any ghosts?
All yours.
Girl.
You got a
Girl.
match. Good for you.
Do you have any zombies?
All yours. You got a match.
She just
Good for
fucking
you.
won. I
Do you have
don't...
any coffins?
Sorry.
Not anymore.
You're going though. That's
Do you have any spiders?
Go dig. Do you have any skulls?
Sorry.
Are we trying to match all of them? Because if so, I think that's...
Do you have any bats?
Go dig. Do you have any skulls?
Afraid not. You got a match. Good for you.
What?
Do you have
How
any
many
bones?
matches does she
Nada.
need?
I got a match.
Yay!
Thank God.
Do you have
Finally.
any coffins?
Get out your shovel. Do you have any haunted houses?
Here you go.
I got a match.
Wow.
Do you have any spiders?
Here you go.
I got a match.
Yippee!
Do you have any bones?
Nada. Tombstones?
All yours.
Both
A
of them?
match?
Yeah,
doing
you gotta
great.
hand over everything you have when she asks.
All yours. You got a match. Good for you.
I'm so confused
Your
on what
witches,
the
please?
wind
All
condition
yours.
for this
you
is.
got a match. Good for you.
Any bones? I won.
Okay.
Do you want to play a game?
No. Have you ever seen anything
Have you ever
strange
seen
outside?
anything strange outside?
Once I saw my Uncle Roger's toupee fly off during a windstorm. Talk about freaky.
I mean,
That's
have you
strange.
seen a strange animal outside?
Yeah.
No, but I have heard
She
of
gets
weird
sloshed
noises
at like the
this.
Christmas party.
Howling.
Yeah.
But not like a dog howling, more like something human. I don't want to think about that. It's scary enough having to live in this
Talked
gloomy
about this on stream
place.
before, but, the Matterhorn at Disneyland used to have a part in it where like it doesn't really matter. You would go past like these two glowing red eyes.
Oh.
And I went on it when I was like 3 because my dad put cardboard in my shoes and gave me a hat, and they're like not allowed to take or tell you to take that off, or at least they weren't at the time. So I was like just at 50 inches, right?
Oh.
And I was not old enough to go on it, and it fucking scared me so much we almost had to leave.
Oh.
It's like that's the like
When you're a baby,
It's
that's
not-
it.
it's not the giant Yeti animatronic. It's the two fucking red glowing eyes. Like that's why fucking FNAF is so scary.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway.
The lady in black you saw
Glowing
in Lena's
eyes
room.
just like hit
Did she look
something
like anyone
within you
know?
that's like,
Like
I'm
I
gonna
said
die.
before, I couldn't really see her face, but she was kind of dressed like the lady in the Great Hall.
Which lady?
Eleanor. I know it sounds weird, that's why I didn't want to tell anyone. It's too creepy. Sometimes wonder if I just dreamed it all up. Mrs. Drake is always saying
Yeah.
I have a rampant imagination.
Lip sync is all
I know this was back when they were still outsourcing their animation to a separate company. Because they didn't start doing it in-house till White Wolf of Icicle Creek.
Do they do it in Maya? They have to, right?
This might be old enough that it's some other program that has since died.
I see.
Because I think this is still like 2005 era.
Wow. Okay.
Like you can check, but they're on 2 games a year right now.
I should get going.
Come back soon.
What is her Aida.
Aida. What's in here? Is this her hope chest full of
Yes.
full of games?
How obsessed her family is.
That's my family tree. Ask me anything about anyone. Go on, ask me.
You just gonna let me?
Anor. Guido.
Oh, where?
Here. Guido.
What did
Guido.
Guido do?
He made pizza. No, I'm joking, of course. I don't know anything about him except that he died in 1433 because he outlived all of his siblings.
That's usually what happens.
Tell me about Francois.
He was a dwarf and became a
Oh.
trusted confidant to Louis XIV. Little people often held positions of great esteem at that time.
I didn't.
I see.
Theophile.
Who
Theophile.
was Teophile?
He lived most of his life on the island of Mauritius and discovered like 1 million plant species.
Henri.
Henri.
It looks
Henri.
like George and his brother Henri died in the
Henri.
same year.
Henri.
What happened?
They were lost at sea. I guess they traveled a lot to Canada, especially to Oak Island.
Watch out,
Tell me
dude.
about Brigitte, the one born in
I
1759.
love that.
She never married and was bonkers for astronomy. She
It would be
adopted
my
her
vibes
sister's
if I
son,
had,
Richard, who
like,
later got killed
vast
at
knowledge
Waterloo.
about systems like this.
Yeah.
This guy died in a boat.
You sometimes talk about your family history like that.
Dude. They're kind of like that. They kind of lend to that.
What do you know about Letitia?
Loves plants, hates noise. You can ask
Autism.
her about it. She's usually in
Autism.
the conservatory with her plants.
Autism house.
I did have one.
Who
great
was
aunt
Alan?
He was my
was,
grandfather,
like,
but I
different
didn't know him
ethnicity.
because he died when I was little. I
Oh.
guess he was nice.
saw her. So I, We have no idea where our family comes from.
Oh,
Probably not Persia.
probably. I'm gonna say. An introduction to runes. Runes are a set of symbols that came to Britain with the ancient Germanic people who immigrated to the country around 450 AD. They were used throughout Northern Europe during the Dark Ages, which lasted from around 500 AD to 1500 AD. Because these symbols were used for writing, among other things, they can be termed an alphabet. The original runic alphabet was made up of 24 symbols and is known as the Elder Futhark. The first 6 runes spell out the word
So it's like quirky.
Futhark. The runes were comprised of straight lines so they could easily be cut into wood or stone.
You know, historians called it the Dark Age because they just didn't care.
Oh, really?
Like, legitimately, they're called FTM. Sorry. Legitimately, they're called the Dark Ages because, like, historians just thought. Like, historians after the Dark Ages were like, oh, that was the time when nothing mattered. And we didn't make any scientific improvement, even though there was, like, a bunch of stuff that happened. And it should not be called that. But, like,
it just stuck.
like, yeah, people in the 1600s were like, oh, the old times, you know?
Ugh. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm jotting down every rune.
Like, the Roman Empire ended during that time.
That's important,
Dude.
I would think.
Like, and then the new Roman Empire started, right?
Yeah.
And there was a huge thing with the dude who was like, well, Jesus is gonna come back at 1000 BC. And then he didn't.
Why not?
Well, he might have.
Might have. We just missed him.
Yeah. And then the Holy Roman Empire started, and there was like a bunch of wars and stuff. But they just called it the Dark Ages.
You know, nothing important happened
Nothing
there.
important happened during this 1,000 years of human history.
No one did
That's so
anything for
crazy.
1,000 years. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. I just think that's like so fucked, so messed up.
I'm gonna exclusively write in runic from now on.
Yes.
I hope you're happy.
Wait, let's go back.
Mhm.
Was the last one Soweli? Oh, no.
Sowilo.
Soweli means like tiny cute thing in Tokipona.
Oh, I see.
There's a word in Tokipona for
Do it.
it's a word for the type of like class raccoons are in.
See.
Tokipona, for those listening and unaware, is a conlang that has like 100 to maybe 200.
Fuck.
Extremely, yeah. It's. You want to pronounce this for me?
Oh, do I?
It's this word.
Kajeta-san Takalu.
Yes, that means that it's a raccoon.
I see.
That's the only word that's like that. They just like felt like they couldn't come up with a good word for raccoon, so they were like, "Oh well, you know."
You know, it's that.
Yeah, and the little guy is very cute. I want to show you the rune.
Okay.
It's adorable.
Each rune not only represents a letter, but an object or being as well. As a result, each rune is associated with specific characteristics or events. For example, that one is called Othala, and not only represents the letter O, it also means ancestral property, which can connote home, everything that is important to someone, security, support, experience, etc. Because each rune has an intrinsic meaning, people in the Dark Ages would sometimes randomly choose a series of runes, i.e. draw them from a bag or cast them on the ground, and try to tell the future from the juxtaposition of their meaning.
This is what the guy looks like.
That's
And this is just how you write raccoon.
That's just a raccoon.
It's just a raccoon. He's the best man.
At my wedding.
Nigel gave that to me when I was in the library once. I think he was hoping it would scare me, but it didn't. I'm too smart to believe in that sort of stuff.
This one, the werewolf one.
I'm a vampire.
That's
The real deal
You
on
do this.
mummies with just werewolves and vampires.
That's also me. What do I have? I turn into a wolf sometimes.
You turn into a wolf. In general, victims who were destined to alter their form permanently usually appeared pale. Fatigue was a frequent complaint, as well as weak vision, a dry tongue, and constant thirst. These symptoms usually accompanied or were soon followed by hair growth, especially on the face and hands.
When I'm dehydrated, that's all.
Fingernails grew long. The eyes gradually changed shape and color.
Whoa.
Whoa, their personality changed. Woo! For temporary victims who could change their appearance at will, or who were involuntarily transformed by the sound of a wolf's nocturnal howl, or by a full moon, lycanthropic symptoms occurred not over time, but quickly, almost instantaneously. Whoa!
That's him!
That's the lycanthrope! They were forced to assume human form by sunrise.
Forced to. They're like, it's like,
They
dude, that's our bylaws. Like, you
Dude,
gotta be a human-looking person.
You can't own property if you're a wolf, okay? So
They
just,
won't
like,
let
change
us.
back.
It's prejudice. You know.
According to legend, those who voluntarily became werewolves obtained the ability to change their form through sorcery.
Oh.
Involuntary lycanthropes were people who had been cursed by someone they had wronged, or had been bitten by or born to a werewolf. Since there was no cure, and since most werewolves were thought to be immortal, these unfortunate beings were compelled to lead dark, desperate lives till they were felled by a fatal wound to the brain or heart. That they could only be destroyed by a silver bullet is a modern embellishment. I'm not.
Don't.
No. Oh,
This phone number just might come in handy.
familial embarrassment. Thank you for the werewolf book.
Wow. Awesome.
Awesome. Easy
that a
bake.
I used that to make cakes for Lulu the parrot. That's why the ingredients are so nasty. Like, I would eat mealworms.
You would, girl.
You
I know
would.
you would. I know you've
You would
tried
eat
it,
mealworms.
Do you mind if I make something?
Go right ahead.
Why do you have salami and salsa
Parrot.
for the parrot?
Yeah.
Weird kid. She's eating mealworms.
What is this book?
Don't know really. Ethel gave it to me. She said it belonged to my grandfather. Do you think Brady Armstrong is cute?
Oh, he was a character in Final Scene. He's that shithead actor.
Oh, yeah. Do you think?
No.
Okay.
I think him willing to let a young reporter die in a theater wreck to make himself look good maybe brings down the hotness count. It would be cool if they were buttons.
These are a lot of notes we're gonna have to take later.
Yeah,
Who's this?
we'll cycle
That's
back
my
to it.
mom,
We don't know
my
what we
real
need
mom.
right now.
She's an opera singer. It's not like she's famous or anything, but she does live in Paris.
See,
Girl, being dehydrated is
it's not.
yeah.
Makes you feel yucky.
Hey, that's a
Oh,
not Tosca. It's a
that's-
Puccini.
It's Puccini.
But I'm just
Everybody
thinking about
watch Tosca.
Yeah,
What's-
Tosca's was like the best opera I've ever seen. I'm so fucking
Yeah.
upset about that.
I mean, opera season's starting up again soon.
That's true.
That was written by Charles Pemberlin way back in like the 1500s. When I read it, it seemed really familiar, you know?
When the moon rises upon thee, fear not, but draw upon the strength of absent friends, and toast to their memories and happiness and wonder. With the stalwart heart of a knight, let charity be thy guiding angel. Stay firm in knowledge as a dedicated geometer, and fear not the ravages of Father Time. For, dear child, as you learn the lessons of folly, the secrets of this world shall dawn in thy soul.
The moon is scary, but like just be smart.
Just think about your friends, you'll be fine.
Yeah. The ring?
Wait.
The ring.
Oh, the Wagner one.
Oh,
The
yeah.
like one that takes like 4 days.
We saw one. Long ring.
Long grave.
You had a guinea pig?
Yes, but it died.
When?
Aw.
I don't
That was
know.
the
I'd
worst.
really rather not.
Yeah, that one was
Right.
bad. I think Longer and generally is probably a kind of dry one, but the production we watched had the most insane take on it.
Yeah, it was like set during World War II in ambiguous, like, the Axis
Ambiguous.
power.
Yeah.
Yeah, ambiguous Axis
Looks like
power
you're learning
country.
some interesting stuff.
Bet you wouldn't say that if you were the one who had to learn it.
Jesus Christ.
Interests.
She's got him.
Oh, we had like a French workbook that we had to do every week for my French class. It was like legitimately one of the most fun things I've ever done, just because it was like, it wasn't like Duolingo. It was like you had to use your brain for it. And
Oh.
keep
I
trying to find, like,
totally
a
love that
nice-
show. Isn't Brady
what is
Armstrong
it?
so dreamy? Total hottie.
Oh, horrible. I like this.
Yeah.
She's gonna work on games.
She
That's
is.
for sure.
She's going places.
Yeah. Sure.
Hey, are we still in the wizard maze? Henry, I think we're still in the
We're still in
wizard
the
maze.
wizard-
Henry,
Wow.
Shorty's gonna find us in the wizard
No.
maze.
Oh,
Ah!
you startled me. You must be Nancy. I'm Jane's tutor, Ethel.
Hi, Ethel. Hi, oh my god, hi, Ethel.
Hello, Ethel. Jane is very excited you're visiting. You're all she's talked about for the past week.
I don't like Ethel.
Why not?
I don't like any of the characters in this one so
Wow,
far.
I
It's
feel
like,
so embarrassed. I didn't think I'd
Why
have
not?
a fan club all the way
Conversation is
over
fine, and
here.
I'm glad that
Yes,
we're like hanging out with them. But I
I'm
don't
sorry,
like.
but
I wouldn't
I'm in a
hang
bit
out
of
with
a
them.
rush.
Like,
I need to go
coffee,
over some
you
things
know?
with Jane.
Yeah,
Oh,
you wouldn't grab
I
a
guess I'll be going
coffee
then.
with Ethel.
Okay, Ethel.
Our paths will cross again, I'm sure.
Sure, girl. Bye.
I love how you manifested directly in front of me, for no reason. Let's go downstairs. Actually, what is at the end of this hallway? Yeah, that was the...
There goes my cell phone. Hello?
Hi, Nancy. It's Mrs. Petrov. How is everything? Have you seen Linda yet?
Literally speaking, no, but I did talk to her. Not that she told me anything.
I'm just about at my wit's end. I've never known her to act like this. The last doctor that examined her said that aside from a little dry skin, which is not
Just-
unusual for her, she was
She's-
perfectly
Maybe
fine.
she's just dehydrated and
Maybe
unhappy.
she's just unhappy here.
I don't know why. I mean, she absolutely adores Hugh. She was thrilled when they got married and couldn't
Hugh.
wait to start a new life with him and his daughter there in England.
She has autism.
Something has changed her. Something in that house. Hugh is just as bewildered and upset by her behavior as I am. Please get to the bottom of this, Nancy. You're our last hope.
Where is
Maybe,
Hugh?
honestly, if I moved to England, I would probably need a sun lamp.
And without any say in the matter. He'd much rather be
I'm
there
like
with
8
Linda.
hours north
although
of where I once was, which was closer to the equator.
Oh.
You can do the
Oh,
math on
what?
that if you want,
Hugh
but
said
like,
it hasn't been very easy
even that
for him to
affects
talk
me.
to
I
her
need a
lately.
sun lamp.
Whenever he
Yeah.
calls, which is at least once a day,
I gotta go
Linda always
outside
seems to fly
at
off the
least
handle
once
for
a
no
day,
reason,
or I get
which
so
doesn't
sad.
make
Yeah.
sense.
And I'm
Linda
taking,
has
like,
always been
stuff
extremely
for
stuff
that.
for
and
that.
tempered. She never gets angry. At least she didn't used to.
Who exactly is Mrs. Drake?
She's Hugh's aunt. She's taken care of Blackmoor Manor ever since her brother died. He was Hugh's father. She's a bit of a character.
In what way?
The way she spends all her time in that conservatory,
She has
slouching around,
ever. This
crowing
game is
in
just
hand, murmuring to
people
herself.
with
You'd
autism,
think she was
autism on
marrying
autism
somebody.
violence.
Yeah.
Or somebody.
Goodbye, Mrs. Petrov.
Goodbye, Nancy.
I know.
One more thing. My niece is on call and her husband's out of town, and I told her I'd go over there and babysit if she had to work. So if you call and I don't answer, that's why. Bye.
Like, even if you wire in electricity, like, the way you have to do it is just not gonna give you enough for a space this
There's
big.
just all so many nooks.
Yeah.
Like, no wonder people got hooked on that. So intricate.
Yeah, no wonder you saw ghosts. Where?
Wolf. Sorry.
Where, child?
Where, child?
Wonder what happened in there.
Please stay out of the kitchen until the fire damage is repaired.
Got it.
Cool. That's fine. Nothing bad will happen here. Bridget Penvillin.
Also, just like, ever.
Oh,
And then, like, you have portraits of them on your wall.
Like-
And pictures of their fucking achievements.
oh.
Of course I would be upset about that.
I
You know?
just
Wait, hey, wait. What? What is that?
Okay. Hey, girl. Why do they keep putting these in their video games?
It's a what?
Huh? Hey, girl. No.
Oh.
What are we doing here? I don't understand.
We'll go back to that.
We'll
She's
come.
cool. So cool.
We'll come back later. They love
Bye.
putting these in their games.
I don't
You don't like it here? You don't love it here?
Oh yes, are you here from the agency? It's about time.
What?
Agency?
What are you doing
Dear,
here?
You're not the typist from the spiffy specialty agency, are you?
No.
How do you do? I'm Nigel Mukherjee.
Hey, Nigel.
Hi, Nigel. What the
Pleased to
what?
meet you. My name's Nancy Drew. Are you visiting Blackmoor Manor?
I'm researching the Penvillin family, and Mrs. Drake has graciously opened the library for me. Nothing much has been written about the Penvillins. Until now.
Why do you think that
Yeah?
is?
It might have something to do with their scandalous history. Or perhaps it has something to do with the family treasure.
I think we found that
I think we
Family
already did a
treasure?
treasure
For
hunt.
centuries, the
I'm gonna
Penvillins have been
say.
very secretive. Some believe they're protectors of a fabulous
We've-
treasure.
How
or
many
of
games have
some
we had that have
gods.
had like
There
treasure
are
hunts in
several
them?
skeletons rattling about in the
Many.
Penvillin closet. Take for
MHM,
example,
TRT.
Eleanor Penvillin, tried and convicted of witchcraft
Not
in
final
1650. Quite the height of the witch trials here in Essex. It was
Uh,
rumored that Cromwell
not Ghost Dogs
arranged the conviction.
either. Really, that was about like property value.
That was kind of about finding a hidden thing, though. But
Yeah.
it was like mostly property.
It was mostly property value. Haunted Carousel.
That was also about property value.
No, Haunted Carousel had a horse with a bunch of jewels in it.
Property value.
Property value.
I mean, that was the theme park's property.
It
Like,
was. You know what? Can't argue with that one.
But she wasn't actually a witch?
Who knows? Lady Penvillin was a rather vocal critic of
Are we all?
Cromwell's policies and helped many of his enemies flee the country. Whether she actually
Almost
was a
such a
practitioner of witchcraft is unknown.
I don't know who that
Although
is.
many visitors to the manor during her tenure reported hearing
I see.
strange, ghostly bells.
Cromwell
Some even saw
was one of the
phantom hands
first
floating
Prime
about the
Ministers
manor,
who just made
tolling their
those-
charmed chimes.
Oh.
You mentioned some kind of scandal with the Penvillin family?
Well, having a family member burned as a witch can hardly be considered a mark of pride, I dare say. And then there's the whole business with the Blackmoor beast.
Blackmoor Beast?
It's a story that's been told for generations out here. During the 1600s, many of the villagers reported seeing a strange beast with
So
red
you just have a
eyes and
history of
giant
werewolves.
fangs.
There's just
prowling
werewolves
moors.
here.
They asked the mistress of Blackmoor Manor, Eleanor
I
Penvillin,
hope
to put a
my
bounty on the beast's
children
head.
and the
But
children of my
oddly
children are
enough,
like, oh, yes.
she not only refused,
Grandfather was a
she
werewolf.
forbade anyone from hunting the creature. It was rumored that the beast was
You
Eleanor's
look like you're
husband,
falling
whom she had
asleep.
cursed for finding
No?
out too much
Are
about
you-
the Penvillins.
You sure about that one,
Yeah.
bud? Okay. Hey,
What
dude.
are all those
Oh,
paintings
if
of
I
in the
wanted
Great
to have
Hall?
a
Those are the
werewolf.
Penvillans who owned Blackmoor Manor at one time or another.
Have you seen any ruins anywhere in the manor?
You mean like Norse runes? No, I haven't. I don't really know
I
much
can't
about
tell
them
him I saw
anyway.
werewolves
Dead
now.
languages aren't really my bag,
My life
you
is
know.
so hard.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Farewell.
Maybe. You know, he's
Yeah.
he's real for that.
I don't like to think to set population.
Viewed the door off.
What?
Spasiba.
Huh? What did you just say, Nance?
The Italian?
I doubt you'll find much of interest in there. They're mainly law books. Charles Penvillin was a prominent judge in the 16th century. Sad to say, he lost his son at a young age.
This
Left
game
his
has so
estate
much
to his
writing in it.
grandson, Thomas. Interesting. I'm researching Philippe Penvillin, and it appears that many scholars believe he was a pirate. That would explain his source of wealth.
He's just talking out. He's just doing this for fun.
Yeah.
Those manuscripts are very old and brittle. They date back to the 14th century. Odo Penvillin collected
isn't
most of them.
amazing.
His
Odo.
father, Randolph, and
I'm
son
changing
Lionel
my name
were
to
rather
Odo.
more interested in military victories than in book collecting.
That's it. That's all we got there.
Okay.
What's on this side? That's
Law
law
books.
books.
Am I repressed?
I don't think so. Is
Those
yours?
are mainly Penelope Penvillin's collections of French novels.
My
She was a
family's like
patron to a raft of artists, and
immigrants.
her salon was quite popular. She was quite the libertine,
yes.
even
But I
kept
think
her
that's
maiden
big.
name after her marriage.
Or Ireland.
Let's see.
Presumably, maybe.
It could more likely than not.
Yes.
Do you mind if I use this computer?
No, not at all. But it's very old. Feel free to use mine if I'm not here.
Who's Alan?
Alan
It
Penvillin
looks
was a
like
noted
you,
researcher
actually.
in computers
What?
and
I mean,
languages.
it's probably like
Jane led me into
You're,
the computer, but
I'm
there was
gonna
my
say
last
your last
name.
name is
What's
too
the
common for
password?
that.
I'm not sure.
Well, it's we're probably descended from them actually, but like,
A te souhait.
Nigel just gave us permission to open his laptop when he's not here. What's wrong with him?
that is weird. The years is not.
See.
Can't leave Blackmoor yet.
No, go home. Call a cab. Come on.
You get individual crests.
I think, yeah. Oh, I think,
Whoa.
yeah, because all of them have their own
He's
crest.
gay.
Haha. Oh. I'd live
Can our
here.
next house have this?
Yeah, you know, I'll put that on the list of like post-grad houses
In LA.
in LA. You know, rent will only be what, like 25,000 a month. Worth it.
Hey man, if you could get a house this big and put a bunch of animators in it, it would be horrible.
It
a
would
lot
be
of fun.
hell.
It would definitely create some stories.
I think the amount of animators we have in our current house is like exactly
limit.
where it needs to be. I think if we had any more, we would have
You don't want
problems.
to have a Grant Manor in LA that's just full of animators.
No.
Looks like John Penvillin may have developed some of the plants that are in here himself.
What does that mean?
The Amateur Plant Hybridizers Association of Great Britain presents the 1912 award for astounding achievement to John Penvillin.
Monstera.
Oh. Frog.
What? Yeah. Oh, it's just the same color.
It doesn't work.
Oh, what did you expect it to do, Nancy?
This must be some kind of well, but where's the water?
Go in there.
Go in there, climb on in, girl. I love looking at a drain and being like, there's gotta be water here somewhere. Well, where? Something I'm sure we'll have to move around like a funny slider later.
A carnivorous plant.
Get in there.
Cool.
Get in there. Get in there.
It's gonna...
That's probably not a good idea. Ah!
What did you do? She went in there!
Look at it again. No, just kidding.
Hang on, hang on, hang on. I'm not naming my game that.
Go in there.
Go in there. Hey, Nancy?
Get
Hey,
in
Nancy?
there. Get in
That's
there.
probably not a
No,
good
go
idea.
in there.
The way like deforms afterwards. My short film should about me by predator's point.
That probably would have gotten approved faster than what
Yeah.
you picked.
Oh no, no.
No, oh, she's too refined to do the...
Only if you like look near her butt.
Messing with her plants is probably not a
Why
good
not?
idea.
Why not just go around there and start touching things? What's the worst that could happen?
All settled in? Good. I'm happy that you're visiting Linda, but I know how much you teenagers
Oh.
like your
She gets into
televisions
a
and
lot.
loud stereos, so I must insist that you act respectfully and civilly while you stay with us. Since my nephew Hugh is away on business, I am in charge of this household. And if there's one thing I cannot
He's
stand,
so regular.
it's
Everyone in
noise.
this game has
Hugh's
been
daughter
so
Jane is
regular
staying
so
with us
far.
and would very much like to meet you, but please
She's the
try
most
not to
normal
distract
person
her.
we've met,
She has her
actually.
studies and
Yeah.
mustn't be disturbed during her lessons.
Is anyone else
She just
staying
has
here?
boundaries.
We do
like,
not have
Yeah.
any permanent house staff, if that's what you mean. The Penvillans have always been self-reliant. We get on quite well without being continuously
just needs to drink
mollycoddled
water
by a
and she'll be
squadron of
fine.
insipid, gossiping ne'er-do-wells. Now, we do have two other house guests. A Mr. Nigel Mukherjee, who is researching the Penvillan family history in the library,
What's wrong
and
with
Ethel
Linda?
Bosany, Jane's tutor.
Hey, you know what Linda's
Do
deal
you know
is?
what's wrong with Linda?
Oh, Linda simply needs some time to adjust to her new living
Right.
situation. England is not the United States. We
Yeah,
do things differently.
maybe just
Or
having
shall
a
I say
hard time.
properly here. The doctor believes it's just a case of nerves.
Right.
Her mother told me she refuses to let anyone see her. Is that true?
I don't
They
know, and the
must seem
doctors
so
don't know.
suspicious to people
No one
who
seems
aren't
to know
autistic.
anything.
Like,
All
what is-
I've
what
been
are they
told
covering
is that
up?
Linda is
But
unwell,
it's just like,
and that
yeah,
in
this
her
just
stead,
happened.
I must
You
look
know-
after
Putting them back
matters.
and forth
Now,
between
please,
school
I
and
really
all,
do
it's
not
like,
have
stop.
time to entertain
It
you.
sucks.
You
may
know,
have
maybe
to
I
run
want to
house,
just be
but
in
do
my
not
room
break
for a
anything,
little
and
bit.
refrain from mucking about with items that aren't yours. Two rules Jane seems incapable of following. And before I forget, our kitchen is being remodeled,
Yeah,
so
it
our dining
happens.
situation is rather unorthodox. I've made arrangements with a local restaurant to deliver meals to us. There should be a programmed number for them on the phone in your room.
Awesome.
Feel free to order whatever you'd like.
That's a pretty sweet deal.
That is, I would love to just get free
Yeah.
room service. I can ask her so much shit.
The picture book in Jane's room. Do you know much about its history?
My brother Alan found it somewhere in the house. He was quite fascinated by it, but he'd never let me look at it.
What was your brother Alan like?
He was quite remarkable. He taught linguistics and computer science
Oh.
and won many prestigious awards. He loved games, especially Price.
Oh,
And was
probably.
forever tinkering with this and that. I do miss him sometimes. But now he's
Aw.
gone. He died a month after my husband passed away. And ever since I've been here all alone. Until Hugh came back from the United States, that is.
Oh, he's just lonely.
I'm concerned about that thing I saw outside.
It was purely your imagination,
Okay.
unless you saw a stray dog. But I will not countenance any histrionics about this issue. We have enough to worry about with Linda. And please do not get any ideas about going outside to investigate. I do not want you tracking mud all over this house.
She's pretty reasonable.
Yeah,
The
like
observatory is very
she's just setting
beautiful.
some ground
Why isn't
rules.
there any water in the well?
I'm not quite sure. We never really used it, but it was always full of water. That is until my brother died. And then it just dried up.
Oh.
Most of these plants were brought over by my grandfather. He was quite the adventurer. I remember when he brought back Lulu from the Amazon. At first, Mother wouldn't allow us to play with it because it had picked up too many unsuitable words from sailors. But it gradually learned proper manners.
There's a part in Sprite where they pee. No, they this one of the characters pees on like I think they're in the middle of the forest, right? Go watch this short if you're listening, and you'll know what I'm talking about. But all of the fairies in the forest like fight back. They all look like Smurfs.
Of course.
So they throw the guy who peed on like the wilderness into a well, and then all of the Smurfs like pee on him and drown him in piss.
Oh, I don't like that.
Bizarre. Like, what?
Oh.
And then they electrocute him with his boombox and the piss water. It's like kind of graphic, like for just being on YouTube.
Can you tell me about Lulu?
Lulu is a very old parrot. She must be over 80 years old.
Parrots live
very
like
careful
a
with her,
human
especially
lifespan.
if you feed her. Parrots have quite delicate constitutions, you know.
They do, actually, yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
know what the password is for the computer in the library?
No, that was my brother's toy.
Goodbye.
The pleasure is all mine,
Oh.
child.
This is like nice.
Messing with her plants is probably not a good idea.
Probably not. Might get real mad about that.
Who's ready for some
Oh.
Did you say something, Mrs. Drake?
Not to you, dear.
Oh, me too. Girl.
Aww.
She's not American. Like,
Yeah.
and that's totally fine.
She-
You're allowed.
You're
I
allowed
guess.
to not be American, I promise. Okay. There's a lot going on immediately and like no hook.
Yes.
So I guess I'm gonna go talk to Jane. Unless she's having lessons. That's I don't want to talk to Linda either. Hey
Hi,
girl.
Nancy.
Do you know what the password is for the computer in the library?
Yeah.
Yes, but I won't tell. Not unless you beat
I
me
gotta
at Skull and
beat you
Bones.
at Skull and
You go
Bones.
first.
Oh, she's just gonna like.
She had it ready. Okay,
Do you have any zombies?
Here you go.
awesome.
Do you have any ghosts?
Here you go.
Do you have any bones?
Sorry. Do you have any coffins?
Sorry. Do you have any skulls?
Dig.
Oh.
Do you have any coffins?
You're going to have to go dig. Do you have any bats?
Go dig. Would you happen to have any ghosts?
Oh, I just
yours.
gotta get all
You
my
got a match.
fucking
Good for
ghosts.
you.
Any bones?
All yours.
Kicking our
Do
ass,
you have any
dude.
coffins?
Go dig. Do you have any tombstones?
Nada.
There
Do you
is
have
no.
any
This is.
spiders?
Afraid not.
This is gambling again. They love
have
putting
any
gambling
witches?
in their
Go
video game.
dig. Do you
It
have any
shouldn't take all of our
coffins?
shit.
Get out your
Yeah. It's like such random
Do you have any
chance.
zombies?
Dig. Do you have any spiders?
Well, we know she has
Sorry.
coffins and spiders.
Yeah.
Do you have any bats?
Go dig. Do you have any
Aw.
spiders?
God!
You got a match. Good for you.
Any haunted houses?
All
Girl.
yours. A match? You're doing great.
It's over. It's over,
Do you have any
dude.
coffins?
Afraid not. Do you have any tombstones?
Sorry.
I got a match.
Your
Yippee!
witches, please.
All yours.
Your witches, please.
Get
Girl,
out the
you
shop.
know I had
A
you.
match? You're doing great.
I'm gonna rage
Do you have
quit.
any bats?
Here you go.
I'm gonna have a
That's a
heated
match.
gamer moment.
Do you have any tombstones?
Sorry.
That's a match.
Okay,
Do you
it's
have any
fine.
coffins?
It's fine.
You're going to have to go dig. Do you have any skulls?
Here you go.
That's a match.
Do I win?
No, we have to ask about the coffins.
Fuck. Okay.
Do
Oh
you
wait.
have any
She has
coffins?
Here
them.
you go.
There we
That's a
go.
match.
And
Do
then
you
she
have
has the
any
witches, too.
I win.
Oh. Okay.
That really
won,
scary.
but I
Yeah,
got
that
you. Okay, the password for my grandfather's computer is on his coat of arms. Plain as
Alan's
day.
computer password is on his coat of arms. I'm gonna write that down because I'm not gonna
I would
remember
also,
it.
if I had a coat of arms that had a thing, it would also probably be my password. Frankly.
Do you think we're gonna find treasure in this
think
game?
there's a treasure
Jane?
hidden
Yes,
around here?
yes.
I highly doubt it.
Oh.
I mean, if there were, wouldn't someone have already found it? When I asked Ethel about it, she said that it's the Penville name and heritage that should be treasured. Ugh.
Yeah.
That's a really good line to tell people.
I should
The
get
real
going.
treasure
Come back
is your
soon.
family
Yeah.
name and all of our great history. Anyways,
I'm ready.
I am also ready to call it. We
Awesome.
played funny game.
Yes.
We played
I had dinner.
dinner. We had dinner.
We finished funny game.
We did finish a funny game. And then we started a second one.
Mhm.
We played mini games in that game.
Frustrating.
Everyone has autism, including the people on
Playing the
stream.
game. Oh, that too, I guess. Yeah. We're fucking tired.
I have been awake at this point for 16 hours.
You're gonna see.
I'm gonna do my best.
I'm gonna come in and continue to sleep until like 11.
Okay, I love you. Goodbye, goodbye.